If you have a dog, watch this to the end. What you're about to hear could change everything about how you see your dog's behavior. And if this helps you, subscribe. We break down dog psychology every week, completely free. Her name was Maya, 4-year-old Labrador. Golden coat, calm eyes, the kind of dog strangers stop to pet on sidewalks. She had lived with the same couple since she was 9 weeks old. No aggression, no incidents, no bite on any record anywhere. On a Sunday afternoon in March, she bit the wife. Hard enough to break skin. The wife had been doing what she had done 1,000 times, reaching down to clip Maya's leash before a walk. The couple's account afterward was the same thing veterinary behaviorists hear in almost every case like this. She was completely normal all morning. Nothing was different. Yet there was no warning. She just snapped. They were telling the truth about every detail. And every detail was pointing them in the wrong direction because Maya had not snapped. Maya had not changed. What happened that Sunday was not the beginning of something dangerous. It was the ending of something that had been quietly building for months. Inside a body nobody had thought to examine. Here is what most owners never hear. Dogs do not just become aggressive. Dogs in pain, dogs in fear, and dogs whose communication has been repeatedly ignored. Those are the dogs that bite. A 2015 study in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior looked at 100 dogs referred for sudden onset aggression with no prior history. In more than 70% of cases, the aggression was directly linked to an underlying physical condition. Pain. Not a personality shift. Not the dog turning dangerous overnight. In nearly 3 out of 4 cases, the dog had been hurting for weeks or months before anyone knew. In the months before the bite, the signs were there. Not dramatic ones. The kind that disappear into the background of a busy household without anyone meaning to miss them. Maya had stopped jumping up to greet the couple when they came home. They called it maturity. She had started lying by the back door instead of her bed in the bedroom. They assumed she wanted fresh air. She had flinched once, briefly, when the wife reached across her back to grab something from the sofa. Nobody registered it. 3 weeks before the incident, she growled when the husband accidentally bumped her in the kitchen. He told her firmly to stop. She went quiet. Every single one of those moments was information, not stubbornness, not a dog getting difficult with age. They were the language of a nervous system managing something physical and trying, in the only ways available to a dog, to say that something was wrong. And that growl in the kitchen, that was not aggression. That was a warning. It was Maya's nervous system doing exactly what it was built to do, flagging that something caused pain and producing a sound that said, "Please stop." When the husband corrected her for it, he did not teach her that growling is unacceptable. He taught her that warning signals produce punishment. So the warning system went offline. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science in 2020 found a consistent pattern across multiple studies. Dogs whose growling or stress signals had been corrected showed significantly higher rates of bite incidents and significantly more severe bites than dogs whose warnings had been acknowledged and the situation addressed. Punishing the growl does not remove the state that caused it. It removes the buffer between that state and a bite. Maya did not bite without warning. Maya bit because every warning she gave had either gone unnoticed or been corrected out of her. After the incident, a veterinary behaviorist examined her. The physical exam found early-stage elbow dysplasia in her left foreleg. The inflammation was consistent with a condition developing for at least 6 to 10 months. The leash clip, a hand coming down quickly onto a joint under active inflammation, sent an acute pain signal through a nervous system already operating past its limit. Within 6 weeks of anti-inflammatory treatment, Maya's behavior shifted. She returned to her bed in the bedroom. She started greeting the couple at the door again. She leaned into being touched the way she had when she was younger, something the couple realized, only in retrospect, she had quietly stopped doing long before that Sunday in March. The dog they thought had become dangerous had never been dangerous. She had been in pain, in a household that loved her, communicating in a language nobody had been taught to read. So here is what to look for right now. Not after something goes wrong. Now. Movement changes. A dog that used to run and now walks. Or a dog that hesitates before stares. These are not age. They are information, location changes. A dog migrating away from their usual spot, seeking cool, hard floors over warm surfaces. Dogs in pain self-regulate their environment. That shift is the self-regulation made visible. Contact changes. A dog that used to lean into touch and now simply tolerates it. A dog whose body goes slightly stiff when a hand lands on a certain area. And warning signals? Any of them. A growl, a freeze, a quick flinch. Any moment your dog communicated that something was too much. The right response to every one of those is not correction. It is a curiosity. What is my dog managing right now that I haven't asked about? Maya's owners were not bad owners. They were owners who had never been given the framework to read what their dog was telling them. You have that framework now. If this changed how you see your dog even slightly, subscribe. Every week we go this deep on dog behavior. No fluff, just the science that makes you a better owner starting today.